Hello. Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course, Panini Ashtadhayayi Sthapatya, Lesson 12. The unique feature of this text is that it is of 961 sutras, and it is of a Maheshwara format within creator's space, 13-edged cube, coordinates with solid order, transcendental origin, and makes Maheshwar format. On this format, so format plus sutras make a organization of 4,000. This is a manifestation within a spatial dimensional frame of 1,000 units in each of the quadruple spatial dimensions. Now 1,000 is of a sequential values, that is, when we are in 5 space as transcendental origin, it has a creative boundary of 10 components. It is this creative boundary which along first dimension as 10, along second dimensions 100, along third direction is 1,000. This way there is a manifestation. So it is this manifestation which actually is the manifestation of a creative dimension. And within creative dimension, there happens a reversal of orientation. It is this feature of reversal of orientation which is point of focus today. Reversal of orientation within spatial dimension, and there are quadruple dimensions, and there is a reversal of orientation. As there is a reversal of orientation, as such the text which begins with the first sutra in the first chapter of first pada and reaches up till the last sutra, this in the pair of orientations. So this is the first and it is the last. But in reversal of orientation, it is the first and it is the last. How Adi and Ant. Adi 10 H3 and Ant 14 H4. They're at the same ment. When we say they're at the same ment, it makes a cyclic format. The beginning and the end at the same. So this pair of dimensions, zero dimensions, lead to two space. Now, in this way, if we are in a space and we have 2 points, then it is not necessary that they will be joined by a line. They can be joined by a curve as well. So the middle, Madhya, 19 is here. So 10, the 10 as Adi, 14 as Ant, and 19 as Madhya. These together make 43. It is Brahmand. So it is this Brahmand which is the chase of this system. Therefore, today let us appreciate that the first sutra is Vridhi Radech. It is the first sutra. And the last sutra is A. Therefore, this last sutra, the 67th sutra of chapter 8, Pada 4. It is this aspect which is to be appreciated. Here when we proceed, there are 10 letters and TCV value is 47. Here there are only 2 letters and TCV value is also 2. So when we approach from here, one way to look at is that we are approaching at Adi, means cube as 10 directional frame. Simultaneously, you can say that it is Ant. Once it is an Ant, then it is going to be 14. So it is going to be hypercube 4. And this hypercube 4, 14 as it is, would mean that the 10 directional frame first will take 11th direction, then the 12th direction, then 13th direction, and finally the 14th direction. If here we are at 10 directions, we are in 3 space, and here we will be in 4 space, here we will be in 5 space, here we will be in 6 space, and here we will be in 7 space. Now see the feature. The 10 takes us to 10 directions, and also it takes us to that cube is the center of the plane, and here it is the 4 space as origin, and then 5 space as origin, 6 space as origin, and 7 space as origin. Then finally, we also know the 7 space is a raised to power 7 is to 14 b raised to power 6, and 6 space is leading to 13 geometries. And 5 space we know that a raised to power 5 into 12 b raised to power 4. And 11 we know that 10 directions are exhaustively covering the 3 space, and the 11th direction takes to a 4 space. These are the features which are to be pointedly attended to. These are the features which deserve to be put in the TCV dictionary. So sequentially one shall put this feature, then one shall see how this feature is playing its role. Then one shall see how this reversal orientation feature is playing its role. Then one shall see how is it that this feature is playing its role. These all features, the first Adi Anand, the second, the Sutra's organization, the third, how it is 1000. This is fourth reversal of orientation, and it is the fifth. These all 5 features deserve to be attended to properly. One shall sit comfortably and permit the transcending mind to sequentially glimpse all these features. Once one is blissfully parallel with these features, and once one will be making proper entries of these features in TCB dictionary, that is, this becomes the exercise that in TCB dictionary is to be updated, and Sthapatya referencer as well is to be updated. The one's success is the success index of the TCB dictionary and Sthapatya referencer. This is the effort which one is to make, and the effort should be reflected in the intensity of degree of success of TCB dictionary and Sthapatya referencer. In this context, when we are approaching like this, then we can again start revisiting the first sutra, Vridhi Radech. See what we have to do. Vartani means we have to sequentially write these letters, first, second, and so on. Then it is Ucharan. We have to reach at how these are pronounced and what are the frequencies. And for it we know here there should be Akara. So it will be pronounced as Vakara. And this is addition is 21. It is the Sthapatya measuring rod. So it is along the Sthapatya measuring rod there is an Uchara. So here Rikara, again 21 to be added. It is how all letters will go, and but the letter Ref, this letter Ra, is having pronunciation factor as 12, not 20. In all the letters of Devanagari alphabet, the value is 21, as 20 is to be added, and here the value 12 is to be added. So it is the 20 factor to be added in all, and 12 to be added to a letter Ref, and we know that 1 to 12 numbers give rise to 1 to 20 factors. It is this relationship of 12 and 20 which is to be appreciated, particularly for the Sthapatya Panini Ashtadhayayi, as the Panini Ashtadhayayi of this foundation of a creator's space of hypercube 4, as a raised to power 4 is to 8 b raised to power 3, gives rise to 8 chapters, and 8 into 4 for 32 padas, and these become the external devtas of 4 space. 8 into 4, 32 are the devtas, and internal are 13. We will come to it that 32 is 20 plus 12. So this feature again is very prominent feature which also deserves to be included, deserves to be added in one's TCB dictionary as well as in the referencer. Now let us see that the basis of the composition and text and knowledge of Ashtadhayayi, Panini Ashtadhayayi Sthapatya are the Maheshwar Sutras, as it is a Maheshwar format. So this Maheshwar Sutras, these are 14 in number, which is 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So we will be having 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. And it is also leading us to a raised to power 7 is to 14 b raised to power 6. So it is this value which that way is important. So first sutra, Maheshwara Sutra is A, E, U, and A. See the TC value 1, 2, 3, and 7. It is 13. This 13 value is the value that is internal. So the external devatas are 32 and internal devatas are 13. So it is this feature of the sthapatya which becomes that way the basic initiation feature of sthapatya, and this feature deserves to be comprehended well and same to be put. So here like this we start. Here we have the second feature Vartini Urchana, then we have this feature of this foundation. This is the difference between the ref and other letters. Here is the external, internal, and here are the Maheshwar Sutras. How the first sutra is in fact taking us to the internal Devtas. Once we are here, then we can proceed ahead as that the starting point of Panini Ashtadhayayi Sthapatya is this creator's space, and within it there is a cube, 12-edged cube, which has a degree of freedom of motion which manifests the 13th edge. And see, this becomes the first Maheshwara Sutra, A, E, U, and Re. The second Maheshwara Sutra is Re, Lari, and Ka. And Ka here is Shiv, as we are Maheshwar Sutras 5 space. This gives us 4, 5, and 5. Total is 14. Therefore, this step takes us to the next step. And this next step is that we are reaching for exhausting this 4 space. So, this Maheshwara Sutra 2 as such is taking us to this Sthapatya feature. Here we can also have a pause as 5 space is having the role of a origin, so it splits the 4 space domain into a pair of 4 space domains, and this that way 4, 5, and 4 becomes the feature. Also we know that once the center is in its point state, then it will take us and lead to 44 as a Paramvision. It will be the transcendental space. So in a way, we are by the second sutra reaching up till the format like this. The next is, A, O, and Nga. This is 6, 7 and 5. It is 18. It is equal to the manifestation of a 5-space domain at the center. So the third stage of Sthapatya of Maheshwara Sutras comes to be like this. It is here where the full manifestation for 5-space body here is at center. It is 3, 4, 5 and 6, 18. It is H5. So sequentially at the first sutra, this format, at second sutra stage, at third sutra. Now the fourth sutra. The fourth sutra is a au cha. That is 8, 9 and 2. It is 19. So it is half unit body of 5 space. And also here we reach at that within creators of space when there is a inflow from the eastern cosmic window 21 and its manifestation here as a 5 space, there happens a visphot explosion. It is northern hemisphere and it is a northern hemisphere. So it is the stage of the Sthapatya, it is the reach of the Sthapatya. Sadhakas fulfilled with intensity efforts to be parallel with the Sthapatya geometric formats of Ashtadhayayi of Panini shall begin with the Maheshwara Sutras, as here is the Maheshwara format. And in this Maheshwara Sutras, we will be sequentially having these phases and stages within the creators of space. These phases and stages, as such, will help us appreciate, will help us have a comprehension as that the sequentially the Sthapatya referencer is to be updated like this. TCB dictionary and Sthapatya, when are updated, and when we are having these 4 phases and stages of the Sthapatya of the Maheshwara Sutras, these will help us have comprehension, will help us have a blissful imbibing of the features of the Sthapatya of Ashtadhayayi, which is unfolding on this foundation. These are the first 4 sutras, and these first 4 sutras are in a way have a coordination for all the 9 vowels. And further, here it will be blissful to take note that there are 9 vowels and there are only 4 sutras. And we know g raised to power 4 is 9. That is, hypercube 4 is having 9 versions.